Jeff licks farts. Yeah, we're good.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I told you that in confidence.
Watch me do it.
Lick it!
No.
What's up, nerds? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing something smelly.
And we're not licking farts. Well, Jeff is. We're not.
We're messing around with some ice fishing baits that have been mummified slash preserved. So
Slash
whoa.
with
So-
scent.
I don't think we can actually say that.
You're probably right.
Pretty sure that's demonetized.
I like how the internet is a cesspool, and I can't say that.
You can't even say
We can't use that either. Thanks.
or heck.
You can say heck.
All right, good.
Heck.
The purpose of this video is to compare using scents, using preserved baits versus using live baits. Now, we've fished with all of these,
Correct.
so our goal here is to give you kind of our experience slash opinions on them, and I want to hear from you guys in the comments. Like, you're an exclusively a Berkeley Gulp guy or gal? You're like, I love mummy worms from Euro
Mayhem or
Tackle.
die.
Mayhem or die. Like, this is the opinions video. I want to hear your opinions in the comments below, and then we'll all Thunderdome to choose the final winner.
I like it. we also this has sort of been like a journey, right? So we've messed with some of the stuff, and I actually went out and purchased like 5 different brands, like Power Bait and like Glow and Dip and Glow and like a whole bunch of other different kinds of like scents that I'm gonna like drown all the baits in. Would have already happened if we had some ice, but we don't, so this may trickle slash be entirely open water season, but it's going to be something that I'm actually kind of passionate about. Ever since trying Max Scent and really kind of I'm seeing a difference, like a real difference. This is something I'm really interested to mess around with and maybe become expert in. So again, getting aggressively average with scents.
This will work in open water for sure.
Yeah, I think so. So I think let's start with, we're gonna go worst to best.
Worst
like
to
things that
best.
we like the least, and you can tell us if we're wrong. Happy to be proven wrong. It's like my favorite thing. Happens all the time. Worst to best, but we're gonna get the best out of the way first. So the best thing, yeah, I know.
For science.
Follow me.
Yes.
Hands down, the best, not a question, will not be discussed in this episode of Aggressively Average Anglers is live bait. So waxies, minnows, it doesn't matter. If it's alive, it's better than all this stuff. That's my opinion.
No, that's
And there are
fact.
some situations where, yeah, maybe there's like some ticky-tack where it's like, well, today you needed a neon, whatever. On the whole, you know, if it was like, if I had a choice to only carry one thing, it would be live bait for ice fishing. So I'm actually showing you the worst right now. You just can't tell because
Where is it?
This is like the Gumby. Like, where'd he go? He's right there. I would have thought, in my opinion, this would be the best because it's like an actual worm that is preserved and like just ready for your use, and like you're just like rehydrating it or reconstituting it. I would have thought this would have been like the number 2 option.
Yeah.
It's not. It's like the number 52 option. This is not. I did not like these. One, they don't actually stick on the hook very well.
I was gonna say, can I say why they're
Please
the
go
absolute
ahead.
worst?
Yeah.
Because they are like taking a wet piece of toilet paper and trying to put it on a hook.
And then jig it.
Yeah, the scent is there.
Yeah.
Well, kind of.
Well, the color.
It's kind of almost formaldehyde-y.
I'm not reaching in the bag.
You're gonna smell it though. For science.
Okay. Cleansing the
It's-
palate.
You guys.
Oh, it's like a.
You remember like
It's
dissecting
like,
a
like
frog?
smelly salts. I would get in on that. It's like got a very. You're not getting like a salty like chemical out of it. Hit it again.
Sunflower seeds you chewed up and spit into a cup.
Didn't we already go over this?
We did.
Yeah,
It
I
was
think
a
we
different bait. You can get these, by the way, from a bunch of different companies. It came with a cheap stapled-on cardboard label, obviously long gone. So I don't know what brand that was. I know I got it from Carl's Bait and Tackle, though. And you know, you can buy them from every store ever. Like they're all over the place.
Yep.
Just get live. Just get live.
Or I mean, this is better.
This is a slight step above
It's
that,
better.
really.
It's better.
So these are mummy worms from Euro Tackle. These come in different colors. You can get them in red, pink, white, chartreuse. Like that's kind of a crazy, cool, nifty thing you can do. So you can add the power of color to the power of scent. Now, the other better thing about these versus those flat preservies is like, look at it. There you go. That looks like...
It's got some texture to it.
That's a wax worm. Yeah. It's got texture. It's got scent. It's got shape. Like, these are as close to alive as you can get. So, it literally is a mummified wax worm.
Sure.
Which is why I say that it's as close to, like, lifelike as a waxworm as you could be, because it is one.
Sure.
And it's one that is plump versus those terrible flat ones we just showed you.
Also, these containers are useful after the fact.
Yeah, the container is actually useful. I have 3 of these.
And baby pucks.
Yeah. Exactly. It's a baby puck. So you can get things like these. They're called bait puck, and it's just a little thermos for your waxies. Oh, look, don't pay attention to that.
A couple corpses.
What's that smell like?
Oh, God.
So these are pretty cool. It also comes as like a 30 count, I think it is. I mean, 35 is the average. They didn't put a full count. It says average 35.
Yeah, but they can...
Because you can't really tell. Pretty cool, nifty idea. Still just above the most bottom ranked.
Yeah, it's not great.
Again, mainly because, one, durability is always suspect when you get a preserved or a mummified live bait. It's just going to fall apart.
It also didn't work.
It's not living.
It also didn't work that well.
It didn't work that well. I will say I caught a few on these. I've caught fish on these.
More than on the preserved.
Way more than on the preserved because I couldn't get the preserved on the dang hook. Sure. It's the most worthless thing I've ever bought.
Wow. All right, so a step up from the mummies. You really can't see. I'm going to pull one out for you. These are from Nico. These is their like Dappy series. This is the Dappy waxworm. Let me pull one out.
Which means extra soft. Like
it is, and it says it even right on the package. Ultra soft, not extra. So ultra.
If you have used, the leech is like one of their softer baits. Especially compared to the craw, which is intensely stiff.
Okay. It actually breaks, which is weird.
Yeah, so the leech is pretty soft. The Dappy series is more soft than I can explain.
It's great for trout fishing. I think that was really the intent. I'm trying to get the light on as best as possible. So that's what they look like. They come in this really... I hate clamshells. I hate that. Oh, I just don't really like them that much. I'm rarely like, yay, it came in a clamshell, even though I like my baits preserved. This is great though. It like pops up with these 2 little side plates, and then you have this really useful, it's completely clear, so no matter where it's laying, you can see what it is, and it's really small. I love these. These throw in a pocket or a box really easily. So that's what the bait looks like. I'm gonna pull one out though. I think the real win here is the colors are solid. They're really natural.
Durability.
The durability, I'll show you.
Riggability.
So, look at that. You're not, once that's on, not coming off, can last you all day. They do have scents, so, and that's one thing I think Nico is, in my opinion,
like
known for.
Honey scent, right?
They have a bunch of different kinds though.
Yeah,
they have really natural scents, and they work. The thing I want to call out here is the plushness. You're not going to be able to get a visual representation of how plush this is. This is really soft to the point of being tacky. And it's not because it's wet. It's not because it's wet. It's just that it's so plush that actually sticks to your fingers like as you try and pull them apart, which is great. I mean, that's providing what I think is as close to, this is probably one of the most realistic feeling soft plastics I've ever gotten a hold of. These will crush a trout for sure. These do really well as a close approximation of an actual waxworm. So they've got a couple of different ones here. This is the mayfly. So I'm just going to show you, that's the profile, and then that's what it looks like. These are so detailed. I mean, so detailed. Again, that's still the Dappy.
Upgrade with the caddisfly.
Yep.
Look at that, a little bit longer.
And then the real win, I think this is probably my favorite next to the waxworm, and this is just in general, not just for ice fishing, is the stonefly. But look at the colors. I mean, their color is real. Their like color palette on these is really good.
Yeah, very natural.
Scents are good, color's good, profile's good, durability is the best that you can get.
The feel for the fish.
Yeah, super good. It stays on the hook for an eternity. So that is I think a big jump up away from the mummy.
Yes, it definitely is. So there's a wide margin. All right, so next up on the list we have the well, this one's broken. This jar is definitely
You can see the liquid like pouring.
It's leaking. That's never good.
No, because it smells like death.
So anyways, we got the Gulp Alive series. The only reason this ranks above, not for like lifelike nature, not for necessarily durability.
Variety, I would say yes.
Variety,
and
thousands of
yes.
these. It's for the scent. It's for the juiced up nature of these bad boys.
Oh, he's going right in.
Yep.
I'm not, okay, I'm surprised.
I don't need my fingers.
No, neither do I.
Look at this, look at this, look at this.
No, I don't want to look at that.
So this would be the waxworm. Look how juicy my fingers are.
I know, I don't even want to.
Just from a quick dip in there, all right? So these break apart, in case you were wondering, but it's too hard to show you just one, so I had to show you a string of them.
It also makes them a lot easier to get out.
Yeah, so you pull it out like that, you break it off, you thread that on, thread 1 or 2 of these bad boys on. They are like decently plush. They're okay on durability, like a 3 out of 5.
Well, that size, it doesn't really matter. But they have a bunch of different sizes. They have a lot of different profiles. They have bait fish profiles, worm profiles. like waxworm type profiles. I've got it all, and they all work really well. Some of the drawbacks, I actually don't like the hard casings. They can be nice, but they tend to break, and then they tend to spill. That's the thing that kind of sucks because they're liquid.
Never happens.
I mean, Jeff's literally got it all over his desk right now. And so I mean, this is like a nitpicky thing, really. If you just keep these somewhere close by, you're a little more careful with them, you'll never have a problem. I keep a couple of them. They don't last forever, though. They really don't. You got like a season, maybe 2.
This bag would dry out, and in fact, there's some minnow heads in here that I mixed in because they were in a dried out bag, and you can kind of rehydrate them with the
100%. Yeah, and I keep the juice, and I just keep reusing it. I do. There's no reason why you can't.
The juice is very useful. For science.
For science. He gets out a razor blade.
You hold that.
That's the worst part.
Okay, so remember broken bag? Well, we're just going to...
Why don't I have my safety goggles? Tap, tap, tap.
We didn't have the budget.
We really never do.
So I've combined the gulps. All right, so here's an example of a minnow head variation of those. These are pretty cool. I like them preferably in chartreuse. This is a natty color. We got like the little gray and silver shad style there. It comes with 3 little tentacles coming off the bottom there, which is nice. Kind of draws them in. The scent, again, awesome. The durability, okay. You can even see the minnow head. There we go. So there's the minnow head with the eye. Pretty cool.
They always work.
Effective.
They always work well. You can get them at almost any tackle shop or even like department store. They're super
not
prevalent
that expensive.
and they're not that expensive. So I think like I mean they're not free, but they're not expensive. But you get a lot and you get a lot of use out of them. 1-2 seasons. I mean, if you have 1 or 2. I think that you should be just fine. If you're in a pinch, you can't get live bait, this is a great option. Much better than, again, I think the mummified or the preserved.
So, side tangent here, because we can't really provide a ranking when we haven't used it effectively for a season.
Yeah.
So we want to put some time into these, but we do want to mention at least some scent options real quick. And then we'll go to what we feel was our best non-live bait that we used last year. It caught us the most fish. Here's some scents though before that.
So this is meant to encapsulate a whole bunch of each different kind of category of scent. So this is Dip and Glow. This one, the nice thing about Dip and Glow is that you put your baits in here and not only do they get some sort of color and scent, but they also glow, which is cool, right? But anything that you would soak your baits in or even spray or like squirt, I hate saying that's kind of a gross word, but like put on your bait, right? And then it would sort of like, you know, what a lot of people like to do is soak their baits like overnight or for a week or a month or whatever, and then actually get it like really, really ingrained in the bait. But this is basically any kind of liquid, scent or color combination of the two. This is where I want to spend the majority of my time. This is where I made a lot of my purchases. This is what I want to test for open water, really for finesse fishing, but really on all kinds of soft plastics. Anything from like the Z-Man type of elastic type materials all the way down to just like standard, you know, plastics. So this is meant to encapsulate that. I feel like this is the best. This is my opinion going into it, this type, because when, like if you're out in the field and you just spray something on or rub something on, I feel like it's going to come off. Just like it's water diluting and getting rid of everything. Versus with something like this, I can soak it, really get it into the plastic, and it's going to last at a minimum, maybe not forever, but much, much longer. So that's why I think that I'm going to be, and that's why I put my time and attention more towards this type of thing versus some of the other stuff that's out there. This is the science part. You ready? So this is
I already sniffed it.
Spike It brand Dip and Glow Salty Garlic. It's garlic. And then chartreuse color, just in case you really want to know. The original scented lure dye. Let's get a quick palate cleanse.
Dump it.
I can already smell this. It's very pungent. Oh, it gets in your throat.
Hold on, no. You're okay. You're okay.
It gets into your throat. If you take like, don't do it with your mouth open.
So check this out. If you smell it from here.
I can.
Well, you're right there. But I'm saying, like, if you get this and you smell it from
arm's
here,
length.
Smells like garlic, right?
Yeah.
You go in for a whiff.
Yeah.
And you get rubbing alcohol.
Yeah, you can't do it with your mouth open. Do it with your mouth open.
No.
Notice the difference. It's for science.
For science.
It's so much. Yeah, that's the one.
It goes out.
Yeah, it's so much worse. Okay, but I like that. That's good. That was very garlicky. That's what I wanted. Just did. This is good. This is good.
So moving right along on scents, I picked this one up. I don't even know where. Probably Seasons Tackle or something like that. I have no idea. Slick Baitco also sent us a stank stick. I don't remember like what that's what it's called. I don't remember what brand it's from, but it's a rub-on.
This I feel like this is my opinion.
Right.
Much less effective.
Right. So it's just like a putty, like literally.
Oh yeah.
You know the Blizzard commercials
Stop doing
from DQ.
It's making me nervous. It's not mine.
This is like never coming out of there. But this Going in for it.
I'm not getting much. Are you getting much? It smells like makeup.
Taste it.
I'm not getting much, are you?
No, so it's like a very...
Maybe you need to disturb it to get it. Why don't you mix it up with your finger? It's for science. All right.
All right, now eat it.
No, we're gonna pull some.
Now taste it. I thought he was gonna eat it for real. Your knife is so close to my face, I don't smell it. All right, so yeah, I mean, an example of like a subtle rub-on scent. It's all right.
Makes your knife shiny.
Gets your knife shiny. There you go. Oily. That's where it is. So the oil would maybe be visually, scent-wise, combined.
All that
Interesting
work.
for fishies. We don't know. We don't know. Now, this next one, though, is one that we've picked up 1,000 containers of. So we have Liquid Mayhem. Definitely more scent than the last tube.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But still, not. It's got nothing on Dip and Glow.
I feel like it has to be a little subtle. Maybe it disperses very well in
That's
the
what I'm
water.
saying. I think maybe the cloud dispersal. So there is something to that, right? So, and I think the most pungent, probably one of the most pungent things you can get is like catfish baits that you dip or wipe onto like a catfish type hook, which is like, would have like a spring or a coil or something that you can really get that stuff in there. And as that melts into the atmosphere of the water, that's creating like a cloud around the bait, and that's what's bringing the fish in. So there may be something to that. Again, I'm not an expert. I'm not even a novice when it comes to scents. So I'm not going to pretend like I know what I'm talking about or know how this is all supposed to work. But just based on that could be a huge part of it too.
All right, so let's wrap it up with our most fish-catchingest non-live lure of the year.
And not a word of lie, and in a big surprise to absolutely no one, it is a Mule Fishing Supply Co. This is the horsefly. I want to be really clear. I want to be 100% crystal clear. The horsefly, is not the actual bait that caught the most fish. It was a version that we came up with of the horsefly called the pony pants.
You cut off the top.
The pants. You cut the top of the, you cut the shirt off.
You start at the top, you work your way down if you want to shrink it, but this little doohickey right here with the dangly bits and all, this does the work, son. This thing was insane. We rigged this up on jigs. We have a bunch of different colors of these. So we got like Dakota Sunrise. You got...
This is one of my favorites for sure. This Dakota Sunrise, all-time great. Now now this is called, we named it ourselves. The horsefly is the name of the actual bait, but when you slice off or rip off the whole top half, you're left with just the pants.
The pony pants.
Just the pants. And so it's not the horsefly. This is the pony pants. We're really trying to make an effort here to get Ethan to do a custom run of just pony pants for us. So
he won't.
He won't do it.
Tell him to.
But he should.
He should.
So that's the pony pants. Honestly, super effective. And again, I don't know if you just saw it get off me. When I just ripped that off, but this is also an Elastic style bait. It's super stretchy. What I really like about this is there's really no salt impregnated inside of this. So when there's no salt in the bait, it means that as it stretches and gets worked underwater, water's not working its way deeper and deeper into the bait. These tend to last
get waterlogged.
A whole lot longer than those like Z-Man brand baits because they're not getting waterlogged.
There you go. Those are all the non-live things that are also not lures.
And they're mostly types. Like we use a lot of different plastics, but we wanted to show you some of our favorites and the ones that we thought mimicked live bait the most, or at least did a serviceable job in doing so.
Yep. So there's our rankings for it as well. And you guys can try it for yourself if you want to, but we're telling you we can save you a lot of time and money by skipping over the bottom two, three maybe, and just going with like the top two.
Yeah.
Like absolutely.
100%.
Pony pants and gulp. You're going to catch basically all the fish.
Yeah, 100%. Also, let us know what your favorite is. This is something that we're really all about. It's all about information sharing. So a lot of the times we'll get in here and make a video, and it's mostly about getting a question out there. Like the folks that are out there that are really good at this, that have sort of made it their focus and passion and are really good at this or expert at this, let us know what your favorite scents are. I'm more than happy to try literally anything that's out there. I put that on Instagram a while ago, got a lot of good responses. Yeah. Those are in the shopping cart. They're on the way to the old bait lab, my office. And and then same thing with any versions of live baits. So if you've got something you think, you know what, I know you thought that this was bad, but you need to try this one, we're certainly willing to do that too. So let us know what your favorites are and what we missed.
Yeah, contrary to common belief, There's not one right answer.
Facts, 100%.
So
that's why it's a ranking, and it's still on the list.
Yep, and that's also why it's like our opinion, man.
It's like totally our opinion, man.
Anyways, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, smash that like, ring that notification bell, please.
Come back Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern for the Aggressively Average Anglers podcast, where we hop on with cool people from the industry who actually know what they're talking about, and we explore new topics, techniques, and things like that for y'all.
All right, cool. Hey, can you smell this one more time?
Get out.